Oh, hopefully I don't slip and break something. Here's what I was talking about right here. You gotta watch out for snakes too. Whew. Most of you recognize the place I'm at. If you guessed it, yes, I'm here at Seven Tubs Recreational Area. I did a video earlier this year showing all the new changes because it just reopened for the season, including these brand new bathroom facilities. But the reason I'm here today is not because of Seven Tubs. It's what's downstream of Seven Tubs. If you come with me this way, I was told by a viewer that if we walk down this road, follow it a ways, follow the water, that should take us to some pretty spectacular hidden gems of pools of water and some beautiful nature. Now, I was down here once years ago, but I didn't go all that far, so I don't even remember what it's really like or what's down past where I went. So it's gonna be new territory for me. Also, this water where it flows to is rather interesting because it actually just came from that location and I was told to leave. It was a failed attempt at a video. If you want to find out what that's about, you can watch it after this one. It will be linked down below in the description. But me being a Pisces though, I love water, I love swimming, I love snorkeling, love seeing what's beneath the surface. I did bring my action camera with me with my waterproof housing. And if we do find some nice clear pools of water, we're definitely gonna see what it's like beneath the surface. So if you're ready, come along with me as we explore beyond the Seven Tubs area. We are here together on a beautiful May day. It's the end of May 2024. We got partly sunny skies. It's around 68 degrees and for once comfortable humidity. So it's perfect temperatures to get out and do something like this. The only negative though is that we did have some rain both yesterday and the day before. Some thunderstorms came through the area, which may inhibit the clarity of the water. But I am wearing my polarized sunglasses, which will help me to see through the glare and the gloss of the water and get a better idea of what's beneath the surface. It seems like an old access road. It's got some broken up concrete. And we have another hiker coming up our direction. I actually just stopped and talked briefly with that gentleman. We both agreed, finally a nice day here in Northeast Pennsylvania. He said he walked a good ways down, closer to Interstate 81, where there's some big puddles of water. As I mentioned, we did have recent rainfall, and he said he saw some bear prints around those puddles, so we have to keep our eyes out for that. As always, I never leave home without my 9. Never know what you'll encounter, both animal-wise or person-wise. So maybe we'll see some wildlife along the way. So from what I could hear and also see, the water is actually flowing down over here, and there's a bridge ahead of us where it's passing through. I believe that's because it goes through a culvert system. And there is a sign here. It says, "Attention anglers, wild brook trout water. The brook trout in this water are self-sustaining and not maintained through stocking. Climate change, pollution, and non-native species pose a threat to wild brook trout and other forms of wildlife." This bridge looks like it's relatively new. Some new guardrails, new concrete. Looks like maybe an older bridge here as well. And the water, from what I could tell, is looking pretty clear. I'm liking what I'm seeing. A lot of nature's carpet down there too. After passing over the bridge, I did find this little area. It looks like it's easily accessible to get down here close to the water. So let's take a brief look down here near the water's edge. That is a pretty gorgeous sight. I think we're going to be in for some beautiful scenery, and I'm hopeful at least 1 or 2 nice pools of water. So far, I'm not seeing any deep pools of water, but it does look promising though. I'm just happy the water conditions are nice and clear. What I'd like to do for you right now is allow you to stop, look, and listen to hear and see what I see, because we're definitely away from the busy area. This is the more secluded area, so to speak. Hardly any people down here, and it's a really beautiful sight. So enjoy the look and listen of where I am right now. A bit further down now, and I think we came across a possible pool of water. Now, I'm not sure how good it's coming through on camera, but with my glasses, I could see right to the bottom. Where the sunbursts are coming through, it's slightly cloudy, but overall, pretty clear conditions. I'd say the deepest part, which is right around there, maybe 4 feet at the most. Can't see any fish or anything. But I'm going to keep this as a backup. We're going to go a bit further down and see if we can find either a bigger or deeper pool that we can get some underwater footage from. If we don't, we're going to be coming back up this way anyways, and we can always come down here and check it out. But so far, this is a possibility. We may stop here on the way back, we may not. Just depends on what we find further down. We might be in luck. Not sure if you can hear that, but there's some loud water in front of us. We're gonna check it out. All right, this looks promising. We may have more than one area here. Well, we have a big outcrop of rocks right here, and in front of that, a little waterfall and a pool of water. Let's get a closer look. Looking upstream, oh, apparently someone's been here having a fire, hangout spot, or maybe cooking their catch. Yeah, looking upstream, kind of shallow. Just a lot of what you see in front of us, which is beautiful to look at. Not great for underwater footage. It's maybe 2 to 3 feet deep right here, which we might take a peer into. But what is ahead of us here, oh, there's actually another bridge down here too. What is ahead of us here is what I'm gonna focus on. Because we have, without a doubt, a deep enough pool of water, and I can maybe also, without falling in, if I'm lucky, cross over and get down there as well and get some footage. So yeah, I think we're gonna try here. Looks like a pretty good spot. Do have my action camera right here, Osmo Action 3. Primarily use it for underwater footage now. So I guess for starters, I'm just gonna stand up here. This does extend to 7 feet long. And I'm just gonna stick it in, pan around, and hopefully spot something during playback or while you guys are watching, because I don't know what we'll see, at the moment until I actually watch it back. But I'm gonna try to get a couple of different perspectives from here, as I mentioned, over there, and maybe we'll go up here as well, where it's a little bit shallower. We are recording, camera versus camera. And I'm actually gonna sit down here. And here we go. Water does look pretty clear here as well. I can see the camera through the water. I'm gonna go a little bit underneath the falls in the foam here. Bubbles. I really want to cross over here, but the water is flowing inwards a bit and it's covered in moss. I know it's going to be really slippery. I may have to find another location to cross over. I could cross over the bridge and come upstream here. I may end up doing that. Probably be my safest bet so that I don't fall in. Well, let's come up here first before I do that. And we'll check out this shallower area and see if it looks interesting underneath the surface here. All right, so we're gonna start right here and I'm gonna kind of work my way up. Would be nice to see some fish or wildlife. And who knows, maybe we are. Maybe be some crayfish in here. The current coming down is pretty strong, pushing the camera down, having to kind of fight against it. I definitely wouldn't be opposed to snorkeling these pools in the future when it gets warmer out in the heat of the summer. It hasn't been consistently warm enough yet to heat up the water. If I come mid-June, it'd be a different story. I'm gonna come up, check one more area. I gotta watch out for snakes too. All right, we're gonna go right here at the base of the falls. Typically that's where fish would be, I would think, where they're waiting to catch food coming down. Looks like it's a mostly rocky bottom for what I could see looking through the water. So there's a rock over there, and when I stuck the camera near it, it's like a whirlpool. It's like pushing and pulling the camera. I'm gonna try to get past that spot and see if there's anything hiding back there. I'll tell you what, if you want to get away from the people in the main area, come down the road that I came down. Most likely you have this whole place to yourself. Oh, hopefully I don't slip and break something. And that rock is loose. Combination of moss, wet trees, and leaves does not make for easy conditions to walk on. All right, safely made it to the other side. I think we're gonna have a better chance here of getting some more footage. At least this time, I can face the falls and you'll be able to see the bubbles and the churning underneath the surface. Once again, down we go. We're gonna start downstream, work our way up towards you. This looks so refreshing though. I wish it was warmer. I came with the right clothing. I'd probably be going in here. against the current now. Fighting against the current now. The stick is shaking from the vibration of the water pushing on it. I'm going to have to show you where we are. Right there. Areas like this is what I love seeing on camera because you got the force of the water coming through, dumping into it. It churns up and aerates the water with all the bubbles. It just looks pretty awesome, at least from my experience in the past. And we'll go a little bit further downstream now, below this big rock right here. And then we're going to sweep out alongside of it. I do want to bring you over here though, because when I was coming over here, just up on the little hillside there's a rock face and there's a hole in the bottom of it. Looks like it goes down pretty deep. I might be able to stick you guys down there, the camera, and you'll be able to see what's in there. Not sure if it's an animal hole or a natural cavity, but it looks like it goes for a few feet. All right, I think we got enough footage. I'm gonna head back over, get you guys, and then we'll pick back up over here by that rock face. Here's what I was talking about right here. And I do have a flashlight with me too. Yeah, it looks like it goes down a few feet. I think it's an animal hole. I'm gonna leave the flashlight here showing into it. And I'm gonna stick you guys down there and hopefully you see something cool. All right, if you guys see anything, let me know, okay? Watch out for that spider web. You guys are in there probably 8 feet. I can't pan around from here, unfortunately, but hopefully you're able to see something. So did you see anything down there? I tried to have the camera angled straight so that you're able to see on your way in and around. Unfortunately, if it did open up, I have no way of moving the camera once it's in there. But anything good down there? There's a Bigfoot's hiding spot. I'm curious to see what it looks like. On that bridge that we just passed back there, I did see what appeared to be a little hobbit hole or a gnome's house. Piece of wood put in the side of the bridge with a little window. It's kind of neat. I'm going to continue further down now. The water is now on my right side here, since it did pass under the bridge. So if we do want to find more pools of water, it's going to be back here. I don't know how much farther I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to go at least a bit further and see if we find one or two more. If not, we do have the one further back that we saw earlier. Hello? I believe I found one more spot we could check out. It's right down here. You want to see it? Come on. It's apparent someone's been here before, as there's a little worn path. And it does drop down. And right there, we certainly have a pool of water. That one looks a little bit easier to get access to as far as a couple different viewpoints. So let's go check it out. This is a pretty gorgeous area. Not sure which one I like better though. The other one was neat with the big waterfall, or not big, but waterfall. This one, though, was a nice, shady, more peaceful area. Not very deep, but deep enough. There's some more sand and sediment down here too. The big rock right there is providing a barrier. So most of the water and the flow and the stream and the current is over there. Over here is like a little, like a cove, if you want to call it that. We're rolling, in we go. Bugs are out again. Starting to heat up now, working up a pretty good sweat. Not complaining at all, but definitely feeling it now. Looks like where I'm showing right now is a big flat rock covered in some debris, which is making like a darker area there. It's weird that it all collected on top of that rock, but around it, it's much different. This is some gorgeous water though. I think you already know what I'm thinking. I know you guys said when I did my 7 tubs video that you'd like me to return to snorkel some of those pools, which I'm still going to. I may have to add this area to the list as well, especially since it's secluded. Except for that guy that we saw earlier, he's the only person I've seen down here today. I practically have this whole area to myself. I'm sure after this video comes out that may change, but it still won't be anywhere near as busy as the main tubs area. I'm gonna get out, hopefully onto this big rock here and give another view. All right, this is a pretty good spot here. Oh, just trying to move that, it's bigger than I thought. All right, I'm gonna start right next to this rock, right where the nature's carpet is, and we'll work our way down. Trying to show straight ahead where the water is flowing, where the current is. Do see a few sunny patches as well. It's a nice clear spot right in front of the camera. And I'm gonna pan to the left, raise up and show you where we are. Right there. That was a nice little area down there. I enjoyed that one. I'm gonna make my way back up to where we started. I'm not gonna go any further today, but I did think of a good idea that may be helpful for when I return and if you come here in the future. In the meantime, sit back, relax, and enjoy the photo montage. And just like that, we're back where we started. A little worse for the wear. I'm a hot, sweaty mess now. Temperatures came up a little bit, but we also covered about almost 2 miles today. So really enjoyable time. Now, a couple things I want to point out to you. And I do have a tip I want to share with you. So what I kind of covered already, just to kind of put it in a better perspective, is that if you come to Seven Tubs area, you have 2 different ways to enjoy it. If you go to the main tubs area, up here behind the bathrooms, you have excuse me, the tubs, the slides, the pools, hiking trails, but also lots and lots of people. Down this way, mainly just this road to follow, a couple offshoots, but you have some more natural areas. Some additional pools, maybe not as deep, but I did see one on the way back that I missed on the way down, which I will be focusing on in the future. But down here though, even on a busy day, you won't encounter nearly as many people as you will in the main tubs area. So depending on what you want to do, what you're okay with, you have 2 different ways to explore Seven Tubs. And I actually really enjoy this area. I like having the seclusion and isolation away from everyone else, because in the parking lot, there's actually probably 20 cars here. I only saw one individual down there. So getting to my tip is that if you do come here and want to explore this area a bit more efficiently, well, what I'm gonna be doing is bringing one of my bikes. You can ride a bicycle or an e-bike. There's no sign stating here that you're not allowed to do that. Obviously, you can't take them up in the main tubs area, but down this road here, I don't see why you can't bring a bike. So I will be returning in the future 100% this year to go further down than where we went, and also to focus on some areas that I missed. With that being said, I'm asking for your feedback. I did state I would come back and snorkel some of the pools area here in Seven Tubs in the main area, but would you still want me to do that? Or would you like me to focus on those areas that we saw down here? I'm okay with either one. I'm kind of leaning towards down there because it's more natural, more isolated, won't have any interference with people stirring up the water. But also up here, there's more pools. Some of them are deeper. So let me know, the pools in the tubs areas or the pools down where we were today when we come back to explore further. I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I did. I will be back one way or another to do some snorkeling, but it depends on your feedback, and to explore further down this road to see what's beyond those areas that we stopped at. If you haven't seen my video of Seven Tubs showing the new updates and changes, it will be linked down below, including the video I mentioned earlier where this water flows to, where I had a failed attempt at documenting a decommissioned reservoir. Otherwise, thanks for watching, take care, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.